Hello there, everybody. It's your friend Daniel Hutchins. We're back again. Yep, we're back again. And guess what we are doing? We are doing a YouTube video Thursday. So, we're going to spend some of this Thursday morning, or should say afternoon, trying to hook you guys up with some video contents. Because my dad is going to two appointments. Not one appointment, two appointments. Plus they're going to the post office and Walmart. So this is good. This is really good. Because I get to catch up on laundry. I get to catch up with the dog. You know, my old co-star puppy friend. You know. As you can see, he's right there just kind of chill. Anyway, but yeah, we'll also go and watching a little bit of the CW's Who's with Aisha Tyler. And not that she's a bad host. I prefer the Drew Carey just a little better than the Aisha Tyler one, but again, like I said, I don't know. It seems like Aisha Tyler has just been on for like a while. It's been like since the last time Drew did his show on the Who's Line before picking up the duty of doing Price is Right. It's kind of like, oh yeah. He was doing Whose Line Was It Anyway all the way back from 2001 to 2007. So he did it for like 7 years or something. Like, his resume is huge. But yeah, anyway. Okay, so yeah. What are we doing? Well, quite obviously, we are grabbing the old computer. Yes, the computer. Or as we call it, the Dan-puter. The Dan-puter. Which is putting the first half of my name in front of the word computer. The Dan-puter. Okay. So we grabbed our Dan-puter. And we're doing a little bit of some content. So that's what we're doing. In fact, I got some stuff I gotta talk about. Because we gotta focus on getting some stuff for you guys in regard to the comic book universe. We've had our fun. Now we gotta get back to business. So, okay. And yes, I'm still gonna do the Christmas videos next week. Yes, I'm still doing the Christmas videos on the Hutchins Hut next week. But remember, kids, remember, you got to be good for Santa this year. Otherwise, no presents for you. You'll get a lump of coal. Okay. Now, that was completely random, but I wanted to fill that into the show anyway. Okay. So, we have to get off of Disney Plus, and we gotta go over to our friends on our friend, hold on a very second. We're gonna go over to our friend Comic Book. Comicbook.com. Yes, we're going over to our friend Comicbook.com, and we're going to be talking about some stuff. Okay. Comicbook.com. Okay. You want to know more about the Superman film, right? I promised you guys I was going to talk more about the James Gunn Superman. Okay? Creature Commandos is only just the start of the new James Gunn era of the DC Universe. But the big screen movie, which will happen in July, right around a couple weeks before my dad's birthday, is going to be the Man of Steel done by David Corenswet, who is actually, as I have talked about, believed to be a Superman choice that James Gunn had thought would do perfect justice for his new entire universe we now dub as the DCU. Okay, it's just simply called DCU. Okay? When they were in Cleveland doing the filming last summer, some of the guys got long lenses of the videos on the roof, and some people came up to me and said, "Hey, I want some videos of your cape." And I'm like, "Yeah, my cape looks fantastic. It's the real cape of Superman because it has the actual gold emblem on the back. But when you hook it up on wires and whatever, it's kind of tough when you're actually flying on the floor gracefully up and down and stepping on it and, ripping it out. But hey, it's a cool, awesome idea." I think in some ways, I think the cape is the best part of the costume, he says. And it feels a lot less cool without the cape. You feel pretty silly in a Superman suit without a cape. You have to have a cape. I mean, that's like obvious. The suit that seems to mix the people up was the classic element from the All-Star Superman, which was a DCAU video, which is a home-to-stream video based on the events of the book of the same name. But it has a little bit of All-Star Superman with some classic modern flair. It's basically like All-Star Superman of the DCAU from the 2010s, flown in with some modern flair. Also, it's pretty cool because the Superman redesign, especially taken from the New 52. The New 52 took place from 2012, more so than like any other time in the last recent times. Because 2012, I can tell you something about 2012. 2012 was like the first time I actually read the New 52. And let me tell you, firsthand, being a reader myself, I read a lot of comic books and lots of graphic novels. Telling you from what I know from 2012, the New 52 was incredibly good. In some things. Not everything, but some things. Like, I love the New 52 Superman, I love the New 52 Batman, and a lot of the Batman characters. Well, in New 52. The other New 52, not so much. Like, Green Lantern was decent. Like, the brightest day, blackest night. No evil shall escape my sight. Forever holds my power. Green Lantern's light. The whole motto thing. Yeah, okay. But James Gunn finally explains why he dropped Legacy from the Superman title. And if you remember that, I actually did do that on a Facebook video. Now, if you missed it, then you're probably not my social media friend. So, again, there's a reason for that. At the end of the day, it wasn't just heated. It just heated for a while. And it was like the No Trunks team for a long time, James Gunn said. The Man of Steel director himself from 2013, Zack Snyder himself, said he was trying to do it and be like, "Hey, I tried a billion different trunk options, but I'm like, no trunks. I'm like, well, let's just grind it out. Let's just keep trying on trunks and see what happens." And believe it or not, David loves it. So we were trying all these different versions of trunks until we found the right ones. And David said, Superman wants kids to not be afraid of him. He is an alien. He gets these incredible powers from the sun. He shoots beams out of his eyes, can blow a truck over bound, and he's incredibly powerful and strong. If that could be considered scary, then I don't know what is. Individual power alone, he wants people to like him. He's what the symbol of hope is, James Gunn said. Superman returns to theaters in July. What do you think about the talk about the new Superman? And have you seen the Superman trailer? I've seen it, and firsthand, I think it's good. I think it's great. If you haven't seen the Superman trailer, go over on YouTube and watch it. I recommend you do, because Superman's trailer is excellent from what I've seen so far. Okay, so you want to know more about the runtime of Superman, right? You want to know more about the runtime of Superman. What is the runtime of Superman? Well, James Gunn has now commented on Threads and says, what is the runtime of Superman? And no, it is not 3 hours. Not 3 hours. How long will audiences have to look at Superman? Well, that's a good question. Because it's not 3 hours. Not 3 hours. The runtime of Superman is, in his exact response, is 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. Alright? Will Superman's version by James Gunn be the shortest version? Well, to be honest, no, it isn't. Because a fun piece of trivia, did you know the Richard Donner Superman in 1978 with Christopher Reeves and Zack Snyder's Man of Steel from 2013 have the exact same runtime of 143 minutes, which is about estimated to about 2 hours and 23 minutes? Also, did you know Bryan Singer Superman Return from 2007 also bucks the trend of attacking more screen time, coming in at a controversial 154 minutes, which is actually 2 hours and 34 minutes? Yeah, okay, I thought so. But anyway, the latest article, how does DC Universe avoid the major shared universe mistake? Well, it's simple. Keep your stuff simple. That's all. Gunn is clearly drawing inspiration from Donner's original Superman from 1978, including one of the new versions of John Williams' Superman scores. It's kind of cool, though, if you think about it, because John Williams has some excellent movie scores. And with the Donner Superman movie being about 143 minutes in length, which is technically under 3 hours, which is 2.5 hours, actually, Easter eggs of the Superman film are there. So, again, Easter eggs are in the movie. So, pay attention to them. And there'll be YouTubers doing all of them. So, 50-50 chance the audiences will love it and feel the epic of the Donner film. Even though no matter what the length is, no matter what, conversely, we all know fans are critical about the Zack Snyder Superman because it really depends on how James Gunn tells his story in Superman. Okay, we know the Superman will have fans plunged in their seats for a fully formed DCU, the new DC Universe, where Superman and other superheroes are already active in the globe. He's teased some other distractions also in the Superman universe of other superheroes in the Justice League who are kind of like side characters. Okay? Also, there's going to be Lois Lane, Jimmy Olsen, and then the Kents. You know, Ma Kent, Pa Kent, Lex Luthor, and, of course, obviously Superman. But there's more than that. There's more than that. Okay? There's more than that. Also, this cast list is definitely been stacked. Definitely been stacked. Okay? Superman will happen in July. I told you. Okay? It'll happen in July. And did you know James Gunn has actually talked about the Superman score actually being used? Yes, I just said. James Gunn has teased the idea of actually using the John Williams Superman score. Based off of the John Williams score of Superman, he will use the classic score for his Superman main theme, which actually took place the first time in 1978 when it happened with Christopher Reeve. However, honoring John Williams, he is using and going to be borrowing the John Williams Superman score. So, again, it basically kind of be more kind of like a throwback from what we saw before. So, again, let me know your thoughts. Do you like it?